The Chicago Bulls are now the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA. And here to talk about the Chicago Bulls, who just beat the Indiana Pacers, won their 6th straight game, which is also the most in the NBA at this time, and now have taken over the #1 seed in the East. Oh, and DeMar DeRozan hit a one-legged step-back three-pointer for the game to make the game winner. Yeah, it's a good time to be a Bulls fan. So let's talk about this, folks. I am hyped. I'm excited. If you watched that Pacers game, by the way, that was so fun. I mean, the Bulls should have beaten the Pacers. It shouldn't have came down to the last shot. But DeMar DeRozan doing what he does, man. He said there's no defender in the NBA that can rattle his offensive game, and he was right. 28 big ones, even though he had a bad shooting night, but the most important one at the end. And that looked so easy to DeMar, man. Like, literally, he looked like he was going in slow motion, and he does a step back three, one-legged. I've never seen that before, but it goes in, teardrop, swish, and that's all she wrote. So, folks, more importantly, let's talk about the fact that the Bulls are not the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and here's what I'm here to tell you guys. I'm all in. Took me a little bit of time, a little bit more than a fourth of the season in, to fully buy in, but I am bought in. The Chicago Bulls are legitimate championship contenders. Let me repeat that. The Chicago Bulls, the 2021-2022 Chicago Bulls, are legit championship contenders, okay? And why did it take me this long to reach that conclusion? Well, I needed to see enough body of work for me to be convinced about that. And I mentioned this in the offseason about certain things happening for the Bulls to become a championship contender. And a lot of those things have happened. One of those things was you needed either Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan to take the leap to an elite superstar level player. You don't win titles without superstars. All-star players are good, but you need superstar players, your Giannis's, your KD's, your LeBron's, to win titles. DeMar DeRozan, this season, playing like a superstar, playing like an MVP. Same thing with Zach LaVine, even though he had a bad game today. Both of these guys have elevated their games to a whole nother level, and you're getting that superstar production that you need to win a title. Second, you need multiple guys to be able to contribute. Early on in the season, Nikola Vucevic wasn't playing well, Coby White wasn't playing well, Lonzo Ball was struggling a little bit out of the gate. And now look what you have. Coby White got his confidence back, shooting the lights out. You love to see that. When Lonzo's back, he's going to be a big spark off the bench for us. Nikola Vucevic hitting his stride. Vuce has been on a tear, especially rebounding the basketball. What's happening? Everybody's figuring out their roles. Vuce knows what his role is. DeMar DeRozan knows what his role is. Zach LaVine knows what his role is. Everybody knows what their role is. And the chemistry is getting better and better and better. And that's what you need when you are a championship contender. And finally, the third thing is elite on both sides of the court. And that's what the Bulls are giving you this year. Offensively, elite with multiple 20-point scores and multiple double-digit scores. And elite on the defensive side, folks. When we get Lonzo back and Alex Caruso back, I mean, we might have the best backcourt defense in the NBA, bar none. So, all of those things combined, yeah, the Bulls are championship contenders, and now #1 seed in the Eastern Conference just puts that into perspective and legitimizes the Bulls as a championship contender, because I do believe they can compete with the best of them. Again, these guys have to play at the level that they are doing right now, but they've been doing that all season, so why would it stop now? You got the Nets out there, you got the Bucks out there, especially in the East, and then the West, you got, of course, the Warriors, the Suns, the Lakers, all of those things combined. But I'm here to say the Chicago Bulls are championship contenders. And yeah, the rest of the NBA needs to look out and watch out, because the Bulls have what no other team in the NBA has, which is the collection of the 4 best players on a team, right? The foursome that the Bulls have in Zach, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Lonzo Ball. No other team has 4 players that good. And one last thing, all right? Beware, NBA fans, at the trade deadline, if the Bulls were to acquire a power forward, a starting power forward, if you will, maybe a guy like a Jeremy Grant, look out, because that is literally the only piece that the Bulls are missing at this point. a legitimate starting 4 to put alongside Vooch in the front court. But other than that, this team has the ingredients to win a championship, and I'm all in, and I'm telling you I'm all in. And right now, at this point, we are at December 31st before the new year, and what a way to end the new year for the Chicago Bulls, #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. It's been a long time coming. The Bulls haven't been this good since the Derrick Rose era. I am hyped. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. As always, thanks for watching.